And we're back. It's a much smaller group tonight, and we're gonna try and get through Echo. Life hit the group real hard this week, it looks like, so we're just gonna go ahead and try and run through what we have.
Hello, the one who was his call is back. It's lovely to meet you.
Oh god, he's turned British. Alright, so immediately, it's clear that wherever we are isn't very large. 4 identical hallways lead us around in a perfect square. Each hallway has 3 doors on the right, 1 on the left, and a hatch in the ceiling that leads to the attic. What also becomes immediately clear is that the door on the left leads to the kitchen, but from the kitchen, there's only 1 door out. Each time we open the door to the kitchen, we come to realize that the angle in which we enter in it is the same. The first time this happens, we're mostly just confused, wondering if we maybe backtracked somehow. After the second time, though, Raven laughs. This isn't real. We're on drugs or something. But we're all seeing the same thing. Or I'm just having this dream and none of you are real, huh? The husky's voice is bordering on crazy. That paired with his grin, paired with him holding a knife is slightly disconcerting. Carl huffs, hitching me up higher on his shoulders.
Alright, calm down. Just don't think about it. Let's try the other doors.
I'm a little surprised at how well Carl is taking all this. I wonder if part of it has to do with any of the weed that might still be in his system.
Fuck you, Chase.
Yeah, I know, fuck you too, buddy. We start trying the doors on the right, and this time things are different. The first door opens up to a wall, just an extension of the beige color on the wall surrounding it. We stare at it for a few moments, and for the first time I get a deep, unsettling terror in the pit of my stomach. I manage to keep it from rising to the surface, but all this bizarre imagery combined with the surreal haze is making me feel sick and claustrophobic.
Bummer. That's definitely not the way out. On to the next door.
Carl chuckles again, and I feel myself clinging to his attempt at humor, just to keep myself sane. The next door opens up to what looks like a bathroom. It's definitely not a modern one, though, since it's complete with a pool chain from the high tank.
Well, at least we got all the essentials right.
The next door reveals a room full of tools and chains hanging from the ceiling along with a sawhorse. The walls, though, are lined with wooden planks, and Carl gently sets me against the hallway wall before hurrying in and peering at the wood.
Fuck, it's just concrete behind it.
I don't bother to ask what the hell is going on again. I'm just starting to accept that where we are can't be explained. More doors are opened, 12 in all. One is completely white and empty. Another contains a frilly bedroom, which is where Carl says he woke up. Farther along, we come across what looks like an office, along with a room decorated with sofas and a chandelier. When we reach one of the doors in the last hall, though, something is different. The first thing I notice is the smell. Though it's faint, I can tell it's sweet in the most disgusting way possible. What is that? Raven holds up a hand to his nose as we approach the second to last door in the hall. This one is clearly damaged. The wood is splintered in the middle, bulging out slightly as if it had been punched from the other side. We all stare at it for a moment, the smell growing stronger. Then it hits me. Oh God, do you think... I can't finish, covering my muzzle with both hands. Raven, who had been right up next to the door, steps back with an arm up around his face, looking like he's about to throw up. I imagine the smell is a lot worse for him. But maybe we should skip this one for now. Carl hesitates, then sets me gently down against the wall again.
We need to check every door. This could be the way out, you know?
He looks back at me, but I don't say anything, just grimacing at the door. He holds out a hand to Raven.
Knife!
After handing it to Raven, after handing it over, Raven takes several more steps back, further up the hall. I press my hands to my muzzle, readying myself to shut my eyes. As Carl turns the knob, I grip my teeth. This room has no illumination, therefore we had to rely on the light from the hallway to see inside. As the light from the opening door spreads across the room, I see it's rather simple. The walls are concrete, peppered with craters and rocks. The floor is smoother, but with the webs of cracks in its surface. I can't see the ceiling, but I do see what's hanging from it. Once the door opens completely, there's enough light to fully take in what exactly it is. A noose, frayed and old-looking, but unmistakably a noose. Carl stares at it, then sticks his head in further to look back and forth before stepping back to close the door. What was it? Raven calls up from the hall, his hands clasped nervously together. I notice then that the rotting smell is completely gone now, instead of getting stronger when Carl opened the door.
Nothing. Empty room.
I see Carl visibly try to keep his breathing under control as he holds the knife out to Raven before bending down in front of me again. Really? Oh, thank God. Carl trembles as he stands up with me in tow. As the husky moves to the final door, I lean in next to Carl's cheek. You okay? Did you see anything? He turns his head towards mine, touching his cheek to mine.
Aside from the rope, no.
It's hard to say whether or not I believe him, or if he's just trying to protect me from whatever he saw in there. Either way, I don't press for it. The last door is locked. It's big and made of small logs. Its deep brown color contrasts with all the others. Raven jiggles the handle a few times, and Carl tries to look into the cracks between the logs, but it's completely black. So that's it. That's all the doors? I'm starting to feel a certain level of panic again, now that I know that we're stuck here. Carl, I think, picks up on that and comes over to where I'm leaning against the wall to set a hand on my shoulder.
It's alright, man. We haven't checked the attic either. I mean, there aren't any windows, so like you said, we're probably in a basement or something, right?
The reassuring hand feels good, but it's not exactly enough to keep me from feeling a certain level of despair. Honestly, I think I'm still dreaming right now. Carl doesn't say anything to that. Raven sidles up next to us. Well, dream or not, I'm still pretty hungry. We both glance at Raven, and I can't help but give a little laugh at the grin on his face. I guess, at least for now, it's best just to not think about it. We head back to the kitchen, which doesn't take very long because every door to the left leads to it. We all split up to search the many cupboards and drawers of the kitchen for food. We come up mostly empty, only finding silverware and cooking utensils here and there. Because of my injury, I cover a lot less ground, only able to hobble around along the counter, using it as a crutch as I move down a line of cupboards. Even if we were able to find any food, there's no way I'd be able to cook it. The only thing I'd ever been able to make on my own was a grilled cheese sandwich back when I was in high school. Even then, I almost burned down the house when I dropped a piece of bread on the gas stove. In a panic, I threw the flaming bread across the kitchen into the living room. I smile at the memory as I open the last cupboard along the wall, and right in front of me is a block of cheese on a glass plate. Next to it is the loaf of bread in plastic bagging, and a small square of butter wrapped in wax paper. I stare for a moment, waiting for the food in front of me to disappear. I even blink a few times to be sure. Guys?
What's up?
You seeing this? What? Cheese, bread, and butter. I stand to the side and Raven perks up. Ooh, you found food! I swear I already checked that cupboard. Raven is next to me a few seconds later, reaching in to take out the food. For a moment, I swear the bread blurs as he pulls it out, and I have to shut my eyes for a moment to keep from feeling sick. I feel Carl support me from behind with his hands on my shoulders.
Whoa, dude, you alright, Chase?
I grab onto the counter again. Yeah, it's just... Carl waits for a moment.
What?
I was thinking about grilled cheese before I opened the cupboard. Like, you just wanted a grilled cheese sandwich really bad and it popped up? Sort of. Huh. Carl walks up to the bread and bends over, observing it closely.
It looks real.
It is real, and somebody just joined us.
Hannah and DJ.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna pause this while we get you guys set up. Alright, we're back after everything that happened. We're all set up. I showed a meme to some people, so we're good.
Yay!
Alright, so we have Hannah and DJ joining Matt and I now. So our little adventuring group has doubled. We might have a 5th or 6th person joining us tonight as well, depending on how everything goes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It was exciting to our dog, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Either way, as I already said, it is real! Yeah, that's right, I stole him from you, DJ. He's my character now.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you too.
All these characters will be mine someday.
No, they will be mine.
They belong to me.
No,
Hannah-
they belong to me.
Hannah's in the back there, just plotting all of our downfalls.
That was my character.
Question is, who's gonna be going down first?
Rachel!
I was about to say something, and I just realized that Hannah could easily take any of us out. We're all in the same area.
This is true. Well, I mean,
Well,
it,
and I
it
know
might
where,
be,
I know where
it might
two
be
of
a-
you sleep.
It might be a little bit harder to take me down next year because I'll be in. So,
You'll be
Nice.
free. You'll have escaped us.
to an extent.
Alright. Raven walks up to the cupboard where he had pulled the food from and closes it.
Oh, I get to actually do him?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I was joking about stealing him from you.
Alright. I'm wishing for a steak.
He closes his eyes for a moment, then reaches out to pull the cupboard back open, smiling expectantly. It's empty except for the milk bones.
Well, grilled cheese isn't bad.
Why, you don't want the milk bones?
No, I'm a dog. I want meat.
Tough shit, you're gonna have to deal with it.
Raven moves down the counter to grab one of the pans hanging over from the rack. Carl moves to my side as Raven turns the gas stove on with the click, click, click of the igniter. Carl?
Huh? Dude, I think I have one of the important things to do right now. Is to stop questioning this fucking place. We can't just make sense of it.
I fold my arms. It has to be a dream. Carl puts an arm around me.
Maybe, but dude, I'm just glad I'm not here alone.
I nod in agreement. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to deal with that. I don't think I'd be able to deal with that.
Let's just take it one step at a time for now, man.
I manage a small smile.
I almost said stab.
I know there.
Take it
I
one
was about to say,
stab
like,
at a time.
I make small mistakes like that too, and then I was like, wait a minute, stab.
Take one small
I was like
stab
stab.
at
I
a
mean stab.
I manage a small
Stabby
smile.
McStab and rip my heart out because I love you.
Wait, what?
I start to worry about my safety. Are you high right now?
Oh, you know it.
Carl laughs.
Man, I wish, but I am.
I hear the sizzling of the melting butter as Raven plops it on the pan. Carl and I go about setting slices of cheese in the bread as Raven starts searing them. The action of making food is enough to calm me down, at least a little, and the other two keeping high spirits lifts mine. Before long, there are 6 grilled cheese sandwiches stacked on a plate. They look good, but after the first bite, I almost let the food fall back out of my mouth. What the fuck? I look over to see Carl and Raven pulling similar faces.
Ugh. It kind of tastes like chalk.
You know what chalk tastes like?
Yeah, I ate some when I was a kid.
He has a point. It's dry and crumbly. Almost inedible.
Well, it still sort of tastes like grilled cheese. Sort of.
I don't think this is food.
It's not that bad. Besides, it's all we've got.
Raven forces another bite, and so does Carl. I can't bring myself to do it. My ankle, the smoke, the dead body smell, and the noose, it's all too much for me to deal with right now. I watch Carl and Raven talk back and forth, and I'm again struck by how surreal this all feels. I think back to the first time I got stoned from a stupid pot muffin, how nothing felt real, how I felt like I wasn't in control. It was like that, only 10 times worse. I wonder if the others feel the same. Something ebbs to the surface of my mind, trying to break through the veil of fog surrounding my mind. Shrouding my mind, gosh. What are we doing? Why are we sitting here eating when we should be trying to figure out a way to get the fuck out? I open my mouth.
Everything is fine, or everything is fine. We have a lot of choices.
Yeah, I know.
I like the everything is fine choice.
Really? Because I thought everything is fine is a little better.
Yeah, I mean, but
Personally,
it's fine.
Personally, I vote for everything is fine.
I vote for everything is fine as well.
You know what? You convinced me. I'm gonna vote for everything is fine.
Okay.
But I wanted the other one.
Yeah, I wanted the top one, Alan. Come on. Are we even part of these decisions anymore?
No, you're not. It's me and my decisions alone. I struggle to keep my food down, and instead choose to look hard at the tablecloth. Which, by the way, do you hear that kind of like humming noise in the background?
Yeah, I don't dig it.
Yeah, whenever you hear that, things are about to go to shit, typically.
Must name your mobile cleaner now or your phone can be locked within 1 day.
What the fuck?
That was an ad.
Who was that?
That was my phone popping up an ad.
Holy crap.
It was perfectly timed for the hum to disappear.
Now I feel scared.
Keep that in the recording.
Oh, it will be left in, because, what the shit was that? Basically. Hajime was like, wait, that's not in the game.
Oh, phone, how I love and hate you so.
You hungry?
Raven's looking intently at my half-finished sandwich.
I'm a dog. I'm always hungry.
Nah, you can have it. I slide my glass plate across the table to Raven. Carl watches me but doesn't say anything, slowly chewing. I subconsciously note that he had eaten around the crust, leaving those on his plate. We start discussing what else we might be able to do here, other possibilities on how we could get out. The attic is really the only place we haven't been yet, but it's... wow. The attic is really the only place we haven't been yet, but because it's so dark, we're not so sure about going.
Well, why don't we sleep on it and figure out what we'll do when we wake up?
Raven yawns widely.
That sounds good to me. Feels like it's been hours.
It does feel that way, but without our phones, it's really impossible to tell. Leaving our plates where they are on the table, Raven leads us back out into the hallway. It takes us a few minutes to find the right door, considering how everything looks identical, though we take special care to avoid the damaged door. As Raven moves into the bedroom, Carl leans against the wall, turning his head to talk to me.
Hey, we're gonna be alright, okay?
I look back at the one green eye I can see and will myself to squash the boiling pit of dread in my stomach. Okay, it's just I can't believe this is happening, you know?
I gotcha. I just want you to know I'll be here for you, okay?
I look back at his gaze for a while, to the point where I think he's getting uncomfortable. I sigh. You guys are acting really weird about all this.
Yeah?
Well, I guess Raven is being Raven, but you're acting different.
Really? How?
I swallow. Just yesterday you were throwing up over a job interview. Now you're the level-headed one while I'm freaking out. I laugh a little. I just don't understand what's going on is all. Carl sets me down against the wall, then turns to me with a hug.
Hey man, I don't know either. I'm just trying to keep it together too.
The hug surprises me, but I take it gratefully. I stare over his shoulder at the uniform hallway. Despite Carl's efforts, the worrying feeling returns. Raven pokes his head around the doorway.
Hey guys, this little sofa thing is awesome. I'll sleep there. You two can have the bed.
Hey, look, we made it to Sunday!
Hey.
Oh my gosh, that's a bloody knife.
Yep.
That can't be good.
Alright, well, since we made it to Sunday, I think that we'll call this recording here.
Very short
Yeah.
recording.
I know, but don't worry, we'll finish. The thing is, Saturday and Sunday are ridiculously long for Carl's route, so...
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Alright, say goodbye.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.